Hey everyone, welcome to DKFC, where we're talking Champions League. That's right, it is the quarterfinal second match. Oh, how exciting it is. We're doing a little thing called Choosers, Losers, and Gems. I'm asking Jamie Hinks, DK staff writer, Tyrone Atkins Andy Davies, who's your chooser? Who's your loser? Who's your gem? Your chooser is one person you got to have in your team. Loser is one person you're going to avoid because it probably costs too much, and they're a loser. They're just a loser. And a gem, hidden person you'd never want to tell anyone about because that could potentially be the key to winning. Jamie, let's start with you. Give me your chooser, your loser, and your gem.
All right, he's not in my lineup, but Zlatan. I think he'll get a goal against City. Three goals in 3 games in the last 3 Champions League games, which have all been knockouts. They've all been big games. He's another like Ronaldo who just shoots all the time. Even if they go off target, you're still scoring points. And also, he needs to be impressing the teams that are going to be buying him in the summer and paying him 600 grand a week. So, what better occasion than to do it at the Etihad?
Do the Chinese watch the Champions League?
Oh yeah, it's on CCTV 5. Is that the channel? My loser is Diego Bagliaglio of Wolfsburg. They're going to concede a lot of goals. It's not going to be in the double figures, but it's going to be sort of 5 or 6. He's losing 2 points for every goal, and he's not. He might make a few saves, but he needs to make a lot of saves to make up for it, and he won't get a clean sheet or a win. So, yeah.
Like that spoof football video where the goalie keeps taking him off the face, you know, and they keep propping him back up with the chairs. That was a good university film.
Hidden gem, Kostas Mitroglou. Jonas is out suspended. I've already said that I don't really trust Bayern at the back, and he's only 4,000. And if you want to get all those one of those big stars in your lineup, you need to save some money somewhere, and it should be there, in my opinion.
Good calls there, Tyrone. Let's move on to your chooser, your loser, and your hidden gem.
Yeah, my chooser, I've gone for Kingsley Coman. I think it's potentially the next big superstar of world football. He's very young and he's averaging 17.3, like I said earlier. Benfica are not going to have much joy in this game. I imagine that a very functional, fluid performance by Bayern Munich is going to put them out. And I think Kingsley Coman for 4.9, really good value, should be involved. So I'm surprised none of you guys picked him this week, actually. Is it purely economics?
I'm not sure if he'll play. That was my only problem with him.
He tends to sub, doesn't he?
Yeah,
but guess
Ribéry's been good recently.
Yeah.
But tempted by Ribéry.
To be fair, when he does come on, even
You
as
may
a
as well
sub,
have him in there anyway.
He does play well.
Yeah.
He does play well, and I think he'll get some game time. And when he does, he'll impress. But who knows?
I needed money for Torres, so
You need money for Torres. Oh yeah. How did that work
I
out?
needed money for Mitroglou.
there we are.
Oh wow! All right, so I've got for him. That's my chooser. My loser, I've gone for because of what you said about Zlatan. I've gone for Joe Hart. Joe Hart is my loser this week. I think he's going to ship some in. I think he's been known to throw some collie wobbles.
Saturday.
He did on Saturday, but think about those Barcelona games the last couple of years as well. He's always had a hand in flopping out in the Champions League when it really matters most, and he's just coming back from injury. I've got a feeling that A, Paris are going to win, and B, Joe Hart is going to have probably a bit of a hand in their defeat, so in Man City's defeat. So I'm going for him. I would have said Jonas, but of course he's suspended. I would have said Fernando Torres, but we all knew he was suspended. Apart from you, my friend. I did the same last week with Costa. It's all right.
Yeah, I know. You've done 2 players, haven't you?
No, but they're not even suspended.
At least I've only got 1 out.
And my hidden gem, yes, he's the one man in the Barcelona team that has to have factor 50. I've gone for Rakitic. Yeah, he plays. Well, he does. He's very fair.
He is.
He's not suave, handsome forward like
Croatia.
Mr. Yeah, he's from Croatia, but he's still there with all those handsome, swarthy young South Americans. He's there doing his bit for Eastern Europe, putting in functional performances as he always does. Has been known to score important goals, like Arsenal found out last year. Who knows? Hidden gem, very cheap. He's around the 4s, so yeah, why not pick him?
All over the map, football-wise, we're very good. Who's your chooser, loser, gem?
I'm not going to try and be clever about my chooser. I'm not going to try and find anyone other than Ronaldo. It's obvious. He's playing Wolfsburg, for crying out loud. It's at home. I mean, let's not beat around the bush. Zlatan might do something. Kingsley Coman might come on, but Ronaldo's going to start and score 15. So you may as well pick him. Even if he doesn't score 15, he's going to try and score 15. He's expensive. I know he's expensive, but he's guaranteed an average of 25.9 points a game. There's a reason why he's expensive. It's not, he's expensive because he's got a massive ego. He's expensive because he scores bundles of points all the time.
I reckon if you hadn't have woke up at 6 in the morning but woke up at 8, and did this?
Oh, I'd have still picked Ronaldo.
would have still picked him.
I didn't pick him last week, and I regretted it, even though they lost, because I picked Lewandowski, and he was useless. So I think, screw Bayern Munich. You let me down. I gave you one chance, Bayern Munich, and you let me down. So I'm going back to Ronaldo, and he's at his 25.9 points a game. My loser was going to be Benaglio, the same as you, but you've picked him, so Fernando Torres can piss off. But I would also say, again, we say it every week, and it's like a broken record, but don't pick a one of the Barcelona three, because whichever one you pick, it's going to be the other one that does the damage.
It's like a roulette spin. You never know what the ball.
And my hidden gem is Adrian Rabiot. He did really well for me last week, and he's cheap, 3.9, and like you say, does tend to turn up for the big games. So Adrian Rabiot is my hidden gem.
He actually started off at City as well. He was in their youth system.
He was.
And then
Yeah.
now he isn't.
Revenge.
Revenge for Rabiot.
Revenge. He wants to show City what they missed out on, even though nobody involved in his early career is probably left at the club. Except maybe Franny Lee's probably still there.
Still knocking about.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, you've heard all the information here. Hopefully you take it and absorb it all in, because a lot of good tips here for your DFS Champions League points. Guys, make your own lineup. Go to DraftKings.co.uk, put together your own lineup. You could win big. Welcome to the big time.